Plate 2 teaches us to align with the stable, eternal, yet profoundly life-giving principle represented by Ausar Un-nefer. It deepens our understanding that true eternity holds immense potential for conscious awareness, movement, and transformation. It's about finding vibrant life within stability, freedom within divine order. Having established this alignment, having understood this potential, the soul is better prepared for the specific challenges and judgments that lie deeper within the Duat. Centered, resolved, ready. You stand upon the path revealed by Ra's light, yet the very quality of that light begins to transform around you. The fiery pulse of becoming softens, deepening into a profound, unwavering radiance, the light of being, of existence that simply is. It illuminates a scene of immense stillness and ancient power. Before your soul's eye, the stable jet pillar, the backbone of eternity itself, asserts its presence, rising from the horizon line, grounding everything. Upon it rests the Ankh, the key of life, and from that life, arms uphold the sun disk, now perceived not just as dawn, but as the eternal light held within enduring structure. And kneeling at the pillar's base, drawing your focus, are figures emanating profound gravity. Set and Nebet-Het. Feel their presence, not just as mourners, but embodiments of divine magic, wisdom born of sorrow, and the power that pieces together what is broken. Their adoration of the Jed feels less like worship, more like deep recognition, a holding of sacred space. Are they witnesses, guardians? Are they acknowledging you, the newcomer? Flanking the sun above, the silent Apes of Dawn watch on, primal figures marking the transition, their forms seemingly aware of truths beyond time. A vast, deep silence emanates from this configuration, the stillness of ages. It pulls you, heavy, profound. You sense the consciousness it holds. The master of this domain, the Lord of eternity. Is this stillness peace, or a weight that could crush? What secrets does this eternal presence hold for a soul still learning to navigate? Section 2. The Hymn to the Unchanging. As you observe this profound stillness, a resonance begins within you. It's not the bright song of Ra, but a deeper vibration, a different frequency demanded by this realm itself. You understand, to exist here, to pass through, requires tuning to the keynote of this place. The hymn to Ausar rises not from memory, but from necessity, from the very fabric of the reality you now inhabit. Your inner voice finds the ancient words, shaping them with newfound reverence. Ausar Un-nefer. The name itself feels potent, the perfected being, goodness made eternal. You speak of him as the great God within Abydos, the sacred heartland, King of eternity, Lord of everlastingness. You acknowledge his divine birth from Nut, infinite space, and Seb, primal earth. His inheritance of divine authority, symbolized by crowns and scepters. This is more than praise. It is an act of alignment, a conscious choice to recognize and harmonize with the fundamental power governing this sphere of existence. What responsibility comes with speaking these names, with acknowledging this Lord? Section 3. The Weight of Forever. The hymn continues, unfolding the scale of Ausar's being, millions of years in his existence. You try to comprehend this, feeling the echo of your own fleeting mortal life against the backdrop of unimaginable time. You speak of his dominion over Ankh, the silent land of the dead, a realm vast and mysterious. You acknowledge his terrifying might, the awesome power known as Sakar, dwelling in the deep earth. The sheer weight of this endless time, absolute rule over the deceased, power both creative and potentially destructive, presses in on your awareness. You picture his described form, body of eternal gold, head of celestial azure, aura of emerald light, a being of perfected elements, beautiful yet utterly non-physical, alien to your remembered senses. This isn't merely a king, this is eternity itself, given form. A tremor of fear, different from the fear of a Pep's chaos, touches you. This is the fear of dissolution before perfect permanence. The fear of being found wanting, incompatible. Can your soul, still learning, still changing, maintain its individual spark before such unwavering, ancient, absolute being? The stakes feel terrifyingly intimate. Failure to align might mean not just being judged later, but dissolving now, lost in the silent, overwhelming presence of forever. Section 4. Finding life within stillness. Just as the immensity threatens to overwhelm, a deeper layer of the hymn offers a lifeline. Your focus, guided by the sacred words, shifts from Ausar's external, eternal power to the life hidden within his stillness. Remember, his son Heru is established, ensuring the flow of life continues. That legacy triumphs over oblivion. And more vital still, Ausar is the one through whom the world waxeth green, the miracle of life from death, the tender shoot from the dark earth. This power resides within the Lord of the Dead. Suddenly, you see him not just as the end point, but as the source of regeneration. Un-nefer takes on a warmer meaning, the goodness that nurtures, the perfection that enables life. Even here, your praise shifts from awe-struck fear to hopeful seeking. You begin to consciously invoke this life-giving aspect, seeking refuge in his generative power. You reach for the promise of greenness within the eternal stillness, the potential for your own soul to blossom even in the heart of the underworld. It is the discovery of the hidden spring within the unmoving rock. Section 5. The Impossible Passage. Empowered slightly by this hope, the hymn leads you to articulate your soul's deepest needs for this journey, and the sheer scale of these desires feels almost like defiance against the stillness you just found comfort in. You ask for splendor, might, triumph. You desire the freedom to travel, like a living soul, mobile, aware, unbound, and to transform, to soar, like a Bennu bird, the fiery phoenix of rebirth. You seek passage through the guarded pylons of the Duat, thresholds that whisper of tests and required knowledge. You petition for eternal offerings, for sustenance to fuel this journey, and finally, the ultimate dream, a permanent, flourishing home in Seket Aru, the field of reeds. Mobility in the realm of permanence? Fiery transformation under the gaze of the unchanging Lord? Passing tests you cannot comprehend? Securing eternal resources? Is this asking too much? Is the freedom you seek incompatible with the perfect order of Ausar? The doubt returns, sharp and specific. Are these blessings revered only for the already perfected? Is the field of reeds a destination reachable by a soul still striving, still marked by the journey? The fear now is not just of dissolution, but of falling short, of finding the gates barred, the paradise unattainable for you. Section 6. The Secret of Un-nefer and the Bennu. In the space of knowing doubt, the true gnosis, the secret hidden within the hymn, suddenly illuminates your consciousness. It clicks into place. Un-nefer, perfected being, not static, but the perfection of conscious, enduring life. You remember his name, Ani, linking him directly back to Ra, the source of light. The Lord of the depths and the Lord of heights are not separate, but reflections, foundations of one reality. Light permeates even here. And the Bennu bird, the phoenix, it is the key, the symbol of cyclical rebirth, belonging to both Ra's fire and Osiris's regenerative power. Transformation, you realize, is not rebellion against eternity. It is the method by which conscious life navigates and experiences it. The soul's ability to change form, to travel as Ba, is the expression of perfected, liberated consciousness within the eternal framework. Ausar doesn't forbid flight. His perfected realm enables it for the soul that understands this profound understanding that eternity holds dynamic potential, that transformation is the way, that Ausar embodies perfected life, not just death, becomes your shield and your compass. Section 7. Claiming eternal becoming. With this gnosis burning brightly within you, your voice resonates with newfound power and unwavering conviction. You speak the final petitions for soul flight, for Bennu transformation, for passage through the pylons, for eternal sustenance, for your home in Sekhet Aru, not just as hopeful wishes, but as affirmations, claims made from a place of deep understanding and alignment. The oppressive doubt dissolves, replaced by a profound faith rooted in knowing. You feel yourself attuning to Ausar Un-nefer, a harmonious resonance established not out of fear, but out of shared potential. You are aligning with the principle of perfected, conscious, living eternity. This immediate crisis of confronting the Lord of the Dead and the nature of his realm is resolved. The fear of stagnation or being overwhelmed by permanence gives way to a calm readiness. You understand now that navigation and transformation are integral to this journey. You have acknowledged the master of the Duat, grasped the secret of life-giving stability, and asserted your soul's intention to achieve its highest potential within his kingdom. This second crucial alignment settles within you, a deep peace establishing itself. The path through Duat, while still mysterious, no longer feels impossible. You are ready to truly begin the passage, prepared for the challenges and wonders ahead, carrying the blessing of Un-nefer within you. Commentary and teachings. Having journeyed through the passage dedicated to the Lord of Eternity, let us pause and look closer at the patterns revealed. Where in Plate 1 was the awakening spark, Plate 2 is about finding your resonance within the vast structure of this new reality. Consider the first vignette, the first vision. At its heart stands the jet pillar. Think of it as the strong, stable backbone of existence itself, a symbol deeply connected to Ausar, representing endurance, stability, and the power to rise again. It connects the earth below to the heavens above. Upon it rests the Ankh, life itself, showing that life emerges from and is supported by this deep stability. And from that Ankh, arms uphold the sun disk, reminding us that even the light needs this firm foundation to shine eternally. Notice the figures around this central column. The Apes of Dawn are primal watchers, consciousness greeting the light from the edge of night, acknowledging the established cosmic order, and crucially, see the great goddesses, Oset and Nebet-Het, kneeling in reverence. They are not just passive observers, they represent the essential divine feminine energies, the wisdom of cycles, the magic that heals and protects, the power that holds things together even through death and darkness. Their presence teaches that balance is fundamental here. Eternity is upheld by both unwavering stability and compassionate, knowing wisdom. Now, let us reflect on the hymn you voiced. If Plate 1 tuned you to the dynamic energy of Ra, the rising sun of becoming, Plate 2 shifts your focus inward, aligning you with Ausar, the deep stillness, the enduring presence, the perfected being who governs the afterlife realm, the Duat. This is a necessary attunement for navigating this inner landscape. Calling him Un-nefer, perfected being, or enduring goodness, reveals the ultimate goal. This isn't just about survival, it's about striving towards a state of perfected consciousness, enduring and benevolent. His many titles, King of Eternity, Lord of Abydos, Holder of Divine Authority, remind us that the afterlife is not chaos, but a realm with its own sacred order and structure. Aligning your soul means recognizing and respecting this divine pattern. The hymn confirms that life continues. Heru, the divine child, sits on the throne, and Ausar himself makes the world green, revealing his power not just over death, but as the very source of regeneration, of new life springing from stillness. This is a crucial insight. The Lord of the Dead is also the Master of Resurrection. Ausar, possessing many names, Sekar, Nebet-Het, An, doesn't signify confusion, but depth. Each name reveals another facet of the great mystery, the deep earth power, the wholeness achieved after transformation, the hidden connection to the primal light. They show different faces of the one reality you are learning to navigate. Finally, consider the soul's petitions within the hymn. When you ask for the freedom to travel as Bah, living soul, or transform into a Bennu bird, or to pass the guarded pylons and find a home in Seket Aru, this is not defiance against Ausar's eternal realm. It is the soul claiming its inherent potential within that perfected order. It reveals the deep truth that eternity is not meant to be static imprisonment, but a state of conscious, liberated, perfected life and movement. The Bennu's flight is possible because of the stable foundation Ausar provides. So, Plate 2 teaches us to align with the stable, eternal, yet profoundly life-giving principle represented by Ausar Un-nefer. It deepens our understanding that true eternity holds immense potential for conscious awareness, movement, and transformation. It's about finding vibrant life within stability, freedom within divine order. Having established this alignment, having understood this potential, the soul is better prepared for the specific challenges and judgments that lie deeper within the Duat. Hold this balance of stillness and potential as you continue forward. Thank you for joining me. Join me again for Plate 3. This is the House of Horus. Signing out.